Guys, today's the day where we finally visit the last remaining country in Europe I haven't been to yet. We're at the Berlin airport right now. In 1 hour we depart to London and from there to Reykjavik, Iceland. Let's go. By the way, it is 6 a.m. and we both slept like maybe 3 hours at max. So hopefully no crying babies on board, because I need to sleep. First flight is done. Now we'll wait for 1 hour until we can fly to Iceland. Guys, we did it. We actually fully completed Europe as our first continent. We just landed at the western coast of Iceland, in the most northern capital city in the world, in Reykjavik, where more than a third of the whole population of Iceland is living. And it is actually a lot warmer than in Berlin, where we started our journey. And by a lot, I mean 7 degrees, which is crazy because we're literally in the Arctic territory here. Okay, we just finished immigration. So now we're gonna get picked up from the airport and then taken to our car. Very excited to do so. Honestly, I'm just glad that none of our flights were rescheduled or cancelled at all, because typical for Iceland, we just had a volcano eruption or an earthquake or something like that some days ago. Therefore, a lot of those flights were cancelled. Yeah, so I'm glad we did it and we are actually in Iceland now. That happens all the time here due to the geographical location of Iceland. Those natural catastrophes happen all the time because Iceland is literally in the middle of 2 tectonic plates. That's why it's called the land of fire and ice. But on the other hand, that's also the reason why Iceland is home to so many beautiful landscapes, including volcanoes, including geysers, and so on. So a lot to do in the next 6 days. Oh my god, guys, there it is. Our whip for the next week. If we made it.
Liegt man im Brille da nicht?
Ja, oh, du saßt legit drauf.
Was? Okay. Gar nicht gespielt.
First time driving a Tesla. Woo! The car is tuned in. Now the first stop is supermarket to get some groceries for the next week. Icelandic has to be the goofiest language in the world. We already heard some people speaking at the airport, and literally every sign on the road is funny to read. Alright, we're done. Let's check out. Okay, we're done. Everything's paid. It was $50. $50 for more or less the whole week in Iceland. I think that's pretty good. Okay, everything's packed. We're good to go. This is gonna be the view for the next days.
She's saying I'm not so long.
Those are all lava rocks. That's why they're so black. Crazy. Bro, there's no one living here. Already in the town area of Grindavik, which is a ghost town due to the latest volcano eruption. Maybe we can even visit the village, but if not, we're just gonna go to the lighthouse for a view at the cliffs. You see the smoke over there? It's not a factory. Those are hot springs. So basically just a lake that's heated by the volcano. Oh shit! Wow! Oh my god. Crazy. Smells pretty bad. Oh, smells like foul eggs here. Oh, Junge, ist freudig. Oh, this smell is so bad though. I'm literally in the cloud. Niels, where are you? We finally escaped the sulfur stink. Look at all those tourists. We're not tourists, we're explorers. Okay, so the perfect scenario would be we find another hot spring that you can actually enter for a quick bath after doing an ice bath. So we're in the land of fire and ice, so it shouldn't be a problem. They extra built those wood paths It's quite dangerous to just walk around freely here due to the hot temperatures. There is the lighthouse, and there's no one here. Jeez. We're at the lighthouse now. Climbed all the way up here, and this is the view. So exactly where we are right now is the ridge of the tectonic plates of North America and Europe, or Eurasia. That's why the nature is so different here in winter. So it's not like they are gonna bother us anyway, but Iceland is actually the only country without mosquitoes. So even in the summertime, you don't get fucking stabbed everywhere.
You gonna have to fall by 10 more niggas to get over.
Okay, we arrived. This is Grindavik, which is now a ghost town. Everybody had to leave their house, sell their house to the government, and move to another place because of this mountain. It's probably this mountain. It's the only volcano we saw in this area. You saw the black rocks near the road, which probably came from the eruption as well. All the stores and restaurants are closed. Here in the supermarket over there. First time using autopilot. Crazy. He was doing nothing. He's still steering. Okay, so the sun set already. So the last stop for our first day is this waterfall here. Woo. Looking great. Over there is the city, and this is the waterfall. Nighttime, we decided to stay near this crater. Time for dinner. Eating like the kings.
Schmeckt actually nach Nutella.
Okay, this is the setup. We got our stove here. Onions are already in. Salt, minced pork. Pasta is done. Looks awful, smells awful. Taste test. Wochenrating. The pasta is not al dente. It's literally hard, but we are so hungry. And the gas stove is probably empty right now. Is it überhaupt heiß?
It's warm.
Okay, it's warm at least.
It's eatable.
Rated out of 10? Compared to
für die Umstände?
compared to normal pasta you would get in a restaurant.
Ich sag ehrlich, right now it's a 10.
Okay, we made our beds. It is nearly midnight. Time to sleep. Ooh, good night. Good morning. Just woke up. How did you sleep? I slept pretty well actually. Okay, freshly showered, ready for day 2 of our road trip around Iceland. We accidentally parked on a campsite, which is why we had to pay 27 euros over there. Next time we're just gonna stay in the parking lots where it's like 20 euros cheaper. But at least we could use their shower and their sink. So I'm gonna wash some dishes now from the dinner last night. And then we head towards our next national park.
In 200 meters, your destination will be on.
Can't fuck it up. Can't fuck it up.
We spotted Icelandic horses for the first time. Ugliest spot in Iceland. Frozen crater.
Und in Jura, der hat dieses, wie ich finde,
We're at the Geysir now. We'll be going down in a few minutes. So I watched it with a safety distance, but I know someone who got showered twice.
mal anschaust, die deutsche Abhängigkeit von diesen US-Amerikanern.
No wonder they believe in all kinds of fairy tales here. There's literally a rainbow above the most scenic waterfall ever.
Wir müssen jetzt klar definieren.
Back on road number 1 on the Circle Road, all around Iceland. I'm gonna be really disappointed. There won't be a treasure hidden behind the waterfall. Okay. Wow. So there was one blow of wind and now I'm literally soaked. Oh, hell no. Bist du auch so nass?
Ja. Du hast diesen Wind schon. I take prescriptions to make.
Bros, I'm cooking. Yeah. Oh, hell no.
Good night.
Good morning. Morning. Day 3, super early in the morning today. It's not even 9 a.m. because we are driving to the famous Black Beach with the even more famous plane wreck, and hopefully it won't be that busy this early. Yeah, but first we gotta find a place to fill up our waters because we're both pretty thirsty. See you. Okay, we got a long way to hike now. Parked over there, and it's supposedly to be a 40-minute walk from now on.
3 to 4 hours.
We are finally almost there. You can already see it. Honestly, I expect it to be a bit bigger. Oh! Crazy how it fell down this close to the Atlantic Ocean. Let's go inside now. Alter. Krank. Okay, enough of the plane wreck. Now we're gonna go all the way back. We timed it perfectly. Right after we were finished taking our pictures, all the other tourists came with the shuttle bus. And now we got enough time to spend the rest of the day. Next stop is Vik and the beach of Vik. Good thing about going the way back is we got a view of the mountains. Bro, there's no way this is actually still planet Earth. A lot of movies were filmed in Iceland, and I get it why. The landscape does look so mysterious with the fog and mist everywhere. Not sure if you can get it on cam, but this thing is so huge. Cute little lighthouse here as well. And this view. Oh. By the way, where we are at currently is the most southern point of Iceland. Huge, man sieht ihn einfach ganz. I think I never seen a rainbow this huge. It's a full rainbow. First time in my life. We filled up our bottles, and let me tell you, tap water in Iceland is insanely good. We are blessed by having tap water in Germany, which sometimes tastes better than in a supermarket. But this thing is better than every beverage in the world. That was close. Please don't tell the Icelandic government, but I picked myself a little stone from the beach as a souvenir. Alright, so the danger lights are indicating medium hazard. Wonder how the waves look like when it turns red. You know what that thing is in the background? That's actually the stature of my car.
Heute, wir haben ja schon im Vorgespräch so ein bisschen darüber gesprochen, normalerweise.
Also für mich gilt die Grund.
So we arrived in Vik, as you can see, by this Vikings ship over here, and we actually found a free-to-use charging port. So we're gonna use the time to get some extra groceries, and then we have a lot to drive in front of us.
Also Kowalski und so weiter.
Yet another hike, yet another waterfall. The next foss is waiting for us. Guys, there is no place in Iceland that doesn't look incredible. We just spawned on another planet here. Every spot here looks like it's not from Earth. What is this? I heard there are a few national parks and other scenic spots where walking or hiking is forbidden to protect those reservoirs for the trolls and fairies and other imaginary livings. And honestly, if there are such things, they would definitely be living in Iceland. But there are some real animals here that I would like to see, including reindeers and Arctic foxes. So they would be pretty nice. We already saw the Icelandic horses, which were super cute. Maybe we're lucky enough. And of course there are some whales, but it's super rare to see those, and especially if you're not booking a whale watching tour. Oh my god. As nice as it is here, we gotta hurry to still catch the Diamond Beach during daylight. We got about half an hour left. We only got 8% of battery left in the car, and there's still about 3 kilometers to go. Will we make it? Write your guesses down in the comments now. Another dinner time. Is ours? Dinner time. What are we cooking? Burgies. I have to refill the gas. Hopefully it will work because it's pretty windy here. Oh, it just went out. Update time. It is the morning of day 4 and 3 things happened since last night. We saw northern light-ish things in the sky. It was pretty nice, but you couldn't see it on camera. Second, we got prime Icelandic weather with crazy wind and crazy rain out there. Originally the plan was to walk till the Diamond Beach, since we didn't made it during daylight last night. And the third thing, I got folded like a origami by this asshole of a man, because he couldn't wait 4 seconds for me to leave the bed. Blame him in the comments, please. Finally back in the dry car. What a weather. The car is shaking from the wind. I was jumping upwards and moving forward without doing anything due to the wind. Okay, see you in Höfen. coffee is the best coffee, huh? Koi Fische. Ja. Oh. Oh my god. So we went down this scuffed and iced stairs to reach one of the most scenic spots. A lot of movies were filmed in Iceland, including Interstellar and also the show Game of Thrones. Next morning we were stuck in a blizzard. Whew. Geil. Day number 5. We are literally snowed in here. So it is the perfect time to go to an outdoor geothermal shower. It's just 9 minutes from here. Let's go. Now look at that, in the middle of nowhere, a hot shower. Warm water. Time for the shower. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Alter, geil. Oh my god. Wow, what an experience. Great shower. I miscalculated that I don't have a towel here, but it was worth it anyway. We're going to a cave now, which was a film set for a scene of Game of Thrones. I didn't watch it, but Niels did, so maybe he will recognize it from the show. Okay, we arrived at the cave. It's right here. It looks very small. And I heard the entrance is slippery. In addition to that, we also have a lot of snow here, so it will be tricky to get in, but we're gonna do it anyways for the Game of Thrones lore. It's so foggy, you can barely see the water surface, but it smells like rotten eggs in here, and it's quite warm as well. Whew. I'm not sure if I'm gonna boil my fingers. Ooh. Okay, so it is pretty warm. Personally, for me, it would be too hot to go for a swim. It feels like if you pour a bathtub with only hot water. So maybe not deadly, but not pleasant as well. We are now in Húsavík, a very small fishing village in the very north of Iceland. The hotspot in Iceland for whale watching. It's not the season right now, so we won't do it, but it's more or less on our path anyway. So we thought we stop here and drive through the tiny streets of the village. Should be done very quickly. Imagine living here with all the basics. You have a supermarket, maybe one barber shop. It is so cold. It is actually part of the Arctic zone, just a few kilometers underneath the polar circle. ridiculous color of the water. This looks so clear. I think if you drink one glass of this water, you're gonna be invincible for the rest of your life. Okay, we are near Akureyri, the second biggest city in Iceland after Reykjavik. And on the other side of the river, we found not only a waterfall, but also a hot spring, which is made by nature over here. And we figured we'd go for a swim. Let's go! Okay, so we made it a bit more southern. Over there is Akureyri, which is the second biggest city in Iceland after Reykjavik. And over there is a waterfall which goes all the way down into the river. And right next to it we found a hot spring. Just very small, made by nature, not public, not official. But we figured we should try it, so let's put on some swim shorts and let's go. It is so cold, I hope this spring will be warm. Look, there even is a little chair for our clothes. There it is. Oh my god! Oh, it's cold. It's like a whirlpool. The stream is heavy though. Okay, we arrived in Akureyri. Cute little church. Cute little houses. Every house got a different color. 2 supermarkets, 20,000 people living here. Not much to do, but it's right next to the northern coastline of Iceland.
James, niggas coming for the crown.
Birdie time.
Entlang vorgegaukelt mit sogenannter Ernährungsmedizin, dass wir das Problem.
Ozempic oder ähnliche Mittel für alle.
The last full day in Iceland. We are at the country's oldest church, built by bricks only. Seems like there's a graveyard next to it. It is closed though, but looking cool from the outside still. Usually a church is built in the middle of a village, or the village is built around the church, but this thing is just in the middle of absolutely nowhere, which makes it even cooler. It gets more snow every day. Wild water rafting extreme edition. Little scrambled egg session. Oh yeah. We are now at a former Viking village. Most of the longhouses are ruins now, but there is a replica built. Let's have a look. Berlin, 6,000 Euro. We are now playing a game of ancient Viking chess. Looks a bit complicated, but it's pretty simple. There are the rules. Let's see who's the best. The winning move. Boom! Yes. We definitely played it the wrong way. I mean, it says that every piece moves like a rook in modern chess, but I'm not sure if that's the case of they meant that you can just move once. And I'm not sure if I can even steal his pieces, but I won, so I don't care. Let's see if someone's home. No one's home. Minecraft a house.
are now at one of the most western parts of Iceland, just 2 hours away from Reykjavik. So we are almost done with our Golden Circle tour in this part of Iceland. I'm glad that I'm not driving, because first, that gives me more time to stare outside the window and look at the landscapes, and second, I really could imagine myself just straight up driving off a cliff into the sea while gazing over my shoulder on some mountains. We drove the most fucked up road to get to this place here. My last sunset in Iceland. Aufnahme. Wow! The ocean is so powerful. Crazy waves here. Jeez. Ah. We're now in Reykjavik. The last hours of Iceland began. I'm in front of the Hefty House, which hosted the famous summit meeting of Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan to mark the end of the Cold War. Beautiful Norwegian architecture. Okay, we're leaving Reykjavik again. Neil's gonna come back later, but for me this will be the last time entering the car, driving to the rental ship, which is completely led by Polish people, which is no surprise since about 6% of the Icelandic population are actually from Poland. By the way, we both got sick during this week, mainly because it is super cold, but also because there is probably a huge lack of vitamin D, since there are very few hours of sunlight. This is why they sell those pills of vitamin D in nearly every supermarket, for a lot of Crohn's, of course. Back at the airport. I'm gonna fly in about an hour. It's time to leave. Neil's behind. Mach mal Outro. Like the video. Leave a like. Subscribe.
And watch the Toronto vlog.
Oh yeah.